Hey, good morning, guys. How is it going?
Going well.
Going wonderful.
Oh, wonderful. Nice. Very nice. Seeing if we get Lanzer here. If not, we can kick off in a minute. Get going. Everybody enjoying some World Cup football, soccer, depending on which region you're in?
The only African team that makes it to the round of 16. What do you think?
I was waiting for it, man. I was waiting for it. We were watching it. I'm like, hey, I know somebody who's probably pretty happy right now.
Yep.
They were balling out.
Yeah. Our next game is against Canada, and a double citizen. I have two citizenships. I'm also Canadian. So next game
Either way, you
is
win.
gonna be the next game is gonna be Morocco versus Canada. So I win either way.
If only you could bet that way, right?
Yep.
Very nice. Good morning, Lancer.
Morning. It is indeed a good morning.
We're just chatting for a minute before we kicked off, but
Yeah, I
glad to
heard
have you.
we talk about FIFA,
We're talking about some FIFA.
some
Got
World
the
Cup. All right.
those North American teams are doing pretty amazing. So we'll
Yeah,
see
I
how
heard on that one.
the Tin Man win.
That last.
The Tin Man win it.
Oh, it wasn't? Oh, wow.
We
Which to
lost
me,
our.
I think I was surprised, just like everybody else, because soccer I wouldn't say is our number one sport. So when we do win,
I'll give my last thought on that. I forget the name of the donator, but 2 years ago, after we got embarrassed, a donator donated a lot of money to help us get a coach that could coach. And you can see the difference from 2 years ago. He's definitely built a team that is completely different, man. It's been fun to watch.
nice.
All right.
nice.
Well, we can kick stuff
Man,
off, get things going. We've got a lot on the plate, a lot of things going on over at Super Phoenix Sports. So we want to welcome everybody to the SPS Weekly X Space that we host every Friday. We chat about the events that we've had occur in the last week and what we've got coming up. Not just the weekend, but ongoing as Super Phoenix Sports continues to build and grow. So I want to welcome Nord, our leader of the charge here, and Lancer, who is ramping up everything on the production and esports and partnerships and everything all around builder, and then Oxmet, who runs the community side of things and also production. So we want to welcome all three of you guys.
Yep, sounds good. Thanks, buddy.
We can jump in. Yeah, man. Well, let's kick off with we had a lot of things going on this week. I think the easiest one to start with, or the quickest one to start with, is Wilder Wednesday. We kicked off Wilder Wednesday was it 3 Wednesdays ago now? And have had a good showing each time for that. This last week we had a different community join us. We had Olympus Prime. Oxford, do you know much about Olympus Prime?
Yes, it's a major community in the cryptoverse, and it's one of our friends now. And we played with them Wilder World this Wednesday, and some of their community members joined us on our community event on Tuesday, and we had a lot of fun playing with them code names. And it's a wonderful community. I believe they're all about gaming, trading, and all kinds of good stuff. So check them out, and shout out to Olympus Prime people. Wonderful.
Yeah, it's fun having them jump in with us, and Nopera and Marengo ran a good show and had a lot of entertainment. I don't know, Nord or Lazar, if you were able to catch the lamp incident during the stream, but it was a pretty funny end to the events. So.
No, I was going to ask you about it. So, because it's kind of midday Wednesday for me, I missed it. But like you said, we're in our third week already, which is great on Wilder Wednesdays. They've been going really, really well. But yeah, I wanted to get a little background on Lampgate, I guess.
Lampgate, I like it. Let's go. Let's roll with that. We towards the end of the stream, Marengo's stream was cut off as a lamp fell and there was a reaction, and then her camera went dead. So it was a pretty funny incident in the moment, and so we had to highlight that with some memes during and afterwards. So we've had
Oh, is that why there was the
that's why the
lamp?
lamp.
And you're, oh,
So
okay. Yeah, I need to see a clip of this lamp gate. I missed it too because I was also
I know it's midday
midday
for you
stuff.
guys, so we it was pretty entertaining though. It
I
added
mean, we haven't seen a lamp, but the lamp definitely was the trigger for her to lose her cam during the show.
Oh, so we didn't see the
We didn't
lamp,
see it.
so
she just
allegedly
went
lamp
dead.
gate.
It just went dead, reaction and dead. So
We'll call it the lamp gate conspiracy then, because we don't really know if it was truly a
we
lamp.
reconstructed through deep memology and technology and of what it might have looked like. So you can find that in the Discord if you haven't hopped in there yet. So, but yeah, it was a fun event overall. I think we had, Oxmed, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think we had almost 40 people competing for the prizes at the end. Is that right?
Yes.
39,
So
40?
Wednesday, I believe it was. This is just memory, by the way, but I believe we had about 48 or 49
Okay,
players
yeah. Okay.
that actually played the game, and I can double check real quick, but I believe it was around 49 players that played Wilder World and submitted a screenshot of them playing it with us.
I love it. Nord and Lanzer, that's a pretty big number. That's a pretty, I think that's their biggest for Wednesday, but I don't know if that's their most for overall players involved with. But what do you think when you hear that number sort of midweek Wednesday, midday in the U.S. Showing?
I think it's great. I think the numbers that the teams have been pulling on Wednesdays have been phenomenal, and they've been kind of creeping up here week in and week out. And there's a big difference between just kind of general viewership or maybe people who, tune in after and kind of watch a little bit of the recording or something, which obviously we're appreciative and that's great. But Oxmed's kind of really been building here, and along with Nopera and Marengo and the other folks for those Wednesdays, is these are like truly engaged folks who are competing, playing, watching along, and are active board, which is very cool. So for me, that kind of like the added engagement of kind of being there the whole time through the whole match, chatting with the team, participating and kind of competing, that's just so much more valuable than maybe, the kind of the follow up, impressions on X or a few views here and there after the fact, which again, those are all great. And we obviously want to boost the metrics everywhere, but yeah, this pushing almost 50, truly engaged in the Discord players, on a Wednesday afternoon for us for a fairly new, addition that we've kind of just spun up, in addition to our kind of feature Sundays events, has been awesome. It's been great to kind of see that growth and how quickly it's taken off in a short period of time.
Anything you want to build on that, Lancer, with?
I think it's obvious we struck gold. The more Nord and I look at these figures, the more we see the connective tissue starting to form between tournaments, showcasing, communities, activations. It's clear that we're one of the few present doing something like this, and that there's a need and a want for it. Not just in Web 3, by the way. We're noticing the same thing in Web 2. We're a lot different than MLG or ESL, so your Major League Gaming or Electronic Sports League. We're a lot different than your gaming communities. We're something in between where we've combined the organizing with the broadcasting with the community involvement. And I don't see us. The good news is we're not competing with any of them. The good news is we found a niche, and seeing those figures during a midday week tells me that we're on the right track, and we're doing so without taking away from other communities. We're building together, which is extremely encouraging, because I didn't want to do any of this at the expense of other communities. But it turns out that there aren't other communities doing what we're doing right now. And we can work alongside OTG. We can work alongside Other Side. We can work alongside Soul GG, Fox Spirits. Like, all of them, we're all adding to each other. And that is we're on the right track.
It's almost like it's a benefit to community to work with us, I think, and this is just my opinion. So take it for what it is, but it's a benefit for having a group like ours, for a community to connect with and build a relationship with. It almost becomes like a community utility. You're giving by this partnership and just talking with us. You're giving your community an opportunity to jump into some different activities that haven't been going on, or expanding, exposure for your community as well and such. So I think it's a two-way street for that. And it's been fun to like build these relationships, and Wilder Wednesday's been doing that. And then we have the games that we're reaching out to and connecting with and finding their communities and discords. And it really is a two-way street. And I think that the benefit is, like you're saying, it's there and been needed. I think there's a lot of stagnation in Web3 and Web2 gaming because everybody's a bit siloed. And when you open that up and you're suddenly exposing different communities at different games, and they're all jumping in with each other and such, and it's kind of a melting pot of what we've built. And it's not taking away, and that's a great part of it. So that's just my opinion on that one.
Yeah. I think as you say that, what I think I recognize where we sit is, take your MLG and your ESL. They are huge marquee events like UFC, NFL, ESPN. They do the big multinational millions of people events. But there wasn't much going on at the community level, at the below national level. And I think that's where we found our success right now, is having this community level events that are too local for ESL and MLG to cover, but also not what Off the Grid team would be covering, or Soul GG community would be covering all by themselves. We found a way to merge them together, and that's been a key success factor for us lately.
100%. Well, let's keep
another way to
go ahead, Oxman, sorry.
I'm just going to jump in here. One other way to see it also is, since Super Phoenix Sports now is holding an esport event, it just makes sense to have collaborations with all the big names that are actually in this sector, right? It just widened up the whole collaboration surface is just becoming immense, and it's just wonderful to see.
Love it. It's a lot of, I think, opportunity for both parties and all parties that jump in and connect with us. And we definitely want to encourage, if you are a part of a community, or if you're part of a game team that wants to connect with us, anybody on stage is a good person to reach out to our main accounts, hop in our Discord and chat and such, and we would love to connect with you as we move forward. So one of the communities we did connect with, Nord, was the off the grid. We had a great Sunday experience last week. What was your guys' thoughts on that overall as a game?
I guess to start off, I think so. Off the Grid's definitely one that's been on my radar for a long time. As sort of a pseudo, a Web3 game that made a big splash when they first came out, and they were launching on console, and they got a lot of attention. I think they did a great job, initially with their, their marketing and their kind of splash with it. And again, there's some, I think we talked about it last week, some pedigree there as far as, some of the writers and designers being affiliated with major motion pictures, District 9, that kind of stuff makes it very cool. I think got a lot of attention. But again, they've done a great job, and so I've kind of always kept them on the radar, even though they're still building out features of the game. So it's very cool that we could feature it, this last week, and get players in and get connected with that community pretty quickly. And I know Lanzer's already been talking to folks over there now, so we certainly want to work toward, seeing it makes sense to include them in kind of the regular rotation of games. But yeah, I think it was a lot of fun. It definitely fits our genre, right? It's kind of dystopian, a little futuristic, for kind of that first person mode, but clearly a fairly well polished game for how early it is. And again, has a decent player base and has really done a good job of getting the word out. And I feel like they're probably just going to go up from here.
Yeah, I did not know that Neil Blomkamp of District 9 fame was on that. I had no idea. And when I saw that, I'm like, wait, this is starting to make a lot more sense now. Um, last Sunday, when we showcased OTG off the grid, it was an immediate success on different levels. It's been on my radar only somewhat, mostly because I didn't see what that connective tissue was. We were a tournament organization, and I didn't see, it didn't make sense at the time to go to off the grid because they were a battle royale. I didn't see where the tournament style fit in with what they were doing. And they were so big that we were focusing on Star Atlas, Wall to World, other stuff like that. Since then, however, I've had a great conversation with the community manager and talking about how we can formulate a partnership and collaborate with one another. Had a great conversation very recently about that, and we now see a path to making this a more regular thing for us. And saw some of their spectator camera capabilities, and it all fits into place for me now. So they have a very mature back end for esports, and they showed that to me. It looks really great, and we'll be cultivating that for a more regular viewing of OTG. I can't say right now whether or not it'll be its own night, like Wilder Wednesdays are, or it'll be part of our Sunday flagship. We're trying to sequence that in with the lineup that we have for all the other games. Yeah, I'm pretty excited about it. I saw it today, and it makes sense.
Awesome. Well, that is exciting to hear. I think overall, my impression was that, yeah, like Nord was saying, and you've mentioned, it was a very polished game, and as far as how far along they are, and it was plain to see that they are building something unique, and the District 9 thing made a lot more sense after seeing the game and such. I was like, oh, okay. It was a lot of fun. Community-wise, Ahmed, how did you feel the reception was on that side of things to the game?
Oh, it was a total success in terms of community. I just want to make sure that you guys can hear me because I'm not
Yep.
getting.
We can hear you loud and clear.
Wonderful. So it was a total success. But most of the Web3 gamers and the cryptoverse gamers, they all know who OTG is. It's probably the best. Well, we gotta give them the win here. It is the most developed game in terms of Web3 esports experiences. And from the community side, people were really, really, really excited to see off the grid finally in happening in Super Phoenix Sports. And we are also working on bringing some very high quality communities in the OTG side. And I'm talking about people like the Flaw Guild and some big guilds also that we're going to start integrating into our ecosystem and whatnot very soon. We have open channels to communicate with them, with the pro gamers out there and whatnot. So it's very exciting what's coming up next now that we have opened this collaboration channel with OTG.
I love it. Yeah, I felt like the overall community engagement was pretty fire on it. People were having a great time talking about it and getting involved. And I think we've seen over the last couple of weeks since you've taken a big lead and charge into ramping up the community side of things that has really gone hand in hand in supporting growth and exposure for Super Phoenix Sports. Do you have anything you want to highlight for the community this week? I know besides just our live events and such, you have a lot going on the Discord and
Yes.
such. So you want to share a little bit about that right now since we're in the community side of
Okay.
things?
So the first thing that I would like to share is about our community economy. We are going through some tests. We have migrated from a 2 points economy system to a 1 point economy system, and we had to change some software in the back end for the whole economy, and we're still going through some tests and some things. Meanwhile, it was a move from season 0 to season 0.1, and I believe season 0.2 is coming very, very soon. So things are really building in a very fast pace, and we are all hands on deck. And so that's for the economy. The highlights. So I believe we already talked about last Tuesday with our Discord community events where we played a few games with Olympus Prime. We had our third Wilder World event with none else than Mr. Nopera. And on last Saturday we had our first Super Phoenix Sports Poker event, which was a total success. And we acquired a lot of data out of that in terms of software, in terms of how we manage participants in the tournament, how do we distribute the points and whatnot. So I'd like to thank everyone from the community that joined. We were supposed to have one this Saturday too. In the meantime, this Saturday is 4th of July, and I would like to jump on this occasion to say to all our American partners, friends, brothers and sisters, happy 4th of July and happy 250th years. And I'd like also to let you guys know about a little historic fact. Morocco is the first country to ever recognize the USA as a country. And so that's big love from us. We love you guys. Happy 250 years for another 2,000 years of friendship and brotherhood. Now for Super Phoenix Sports, I think the community is rounding up, and we have more people joining us from all around the cryptoverse. We are super stoked and excited to have these people joining us. There is so much coming up, guys. We're having some strong collaboration and partnerships happening with some big names in the cryptoverse. So stay tuned. Come very often to our Discord and check what is going on. Get those roles, go to React roles and get the roles if you want to stay put with everything that we do, because we are doing so much and so fast. So if you want to keep up and stay tuned, do that. And that's pretty much it. So if you need anything, you guys can hit me on Discord. I'm super accessible, and you can just join the VC, and I'll probably be there somewhere during the day.
He's there. I find him there a lot. So.
And yeah, so this is pretty much
Awesome.
all of it for the yep.
We had Nopera jump up. Nopera, we've been praising the Wilder Wednesday experience that we've had, I think 3 weeks now, community activities, and you're involved with both of those things. I see you in there with Ahmed a lot, after events, before events, getting the energy of the hype up. What's your experience with this last week with Wilder Wednesday? How'd that go, man?
I think it went amazing. I think last Wilder Wednesday was awesome. Shout out to Olympus Prime, the collaborating community on that week. They showed up and showed out. They played amazingly, and they even clipped from that stream and posted it on the Olympus Prime page as well. So if you didn't see that clip from them, make sure you do as well. I think it was awesome. There's more communities that we're looking to showcase. There's a lot of them lined up, and if you have a community that you want to showcase, make sure to hit us up. Make sure to let us know which communities, because we will be showcasing every single community that we truly respect and appreciate, and we'll always find the good, and we'll always be able to display it. Now, on the side note of the community stuff, there is one thing that we did not leak yet, and it's starting this Sunday, and it's going to be announced here shortly. So far, giveaways have been only given out to the players that are playing the games. However, starting this Sunday, a portion of every prize pool is going to the viewers that are watching us for a certain set amount of time. So make sure to tell your friends, tell everybody, even if they're not able to download a certain game, if they're not able to play with us, make sure to tell them to show up, watch the stream, because if they watch the stream for long enough, they're gonna receive a ticket to a raffle that will happen live on that stream, and they can partake in the prizes being given out even if they were not able to play. That is the alpha drop.
Now, Lopeta, does that work across all of our 5 platforms, or is it just a couple of them?
It should be just a couple of them, I believe. Well, you can't go wrong with Twitch. So for now, because it's the first week, go with Twitch. But I'm pretty sure it will work with YouTube and Kick as well. But however, make sure to watch us on Twitch this week just to be on the safe side and make sure you get that ticket until we verify for the next week that it works on YouTube and Kick. But for now, Twitch is a guarantee.
And we'll try and work it in with Blaze, but we'll see. Nice job, Nopeta. Great job.
Love that. That's
excellent.
Exciting. We'll get that out on some socials and in the Discord as well. That some new alpha from the community side and for the viewers to participate and get involved and get into the prize action. So very cool, man. Exciting stuff. We're excited for next Wednesday as well. New events, new communities. You've done a really good job with connecting with all kinds of different groups and lining them up. So we've got a lot on your list, I know, and a lot that have been coming in. So there's definitely, as we talked about earlier, a need, a great way to connect with these communities. So congrats on that, man.
Yeah, thanks, man. And since we're dropping the alpha anyways, I'll give you the full breakdown. If you watch 30 minutes, you'll get 1 ticket entry into that raffle. If you watch the entire hour, you have double entries. So I would say tune in early enough. So tune in early enough from the countdown. Mark your calendar, mark the clock at the start of SPS so that you make sure you get double entry on the viewers raffle this Sunday.
Love it. And this Sunday, let's get into this Sunday. Nord Lancer, WreckFest. Tell us a little bit about WreckFest. What was the connection here? Was this someone in our community that was in that community? What brought WreckFest into play?
Yeah, WreckFest kind of came to us from, internally from the team. I know the teams have been doing a great job kind of sourcing new games, looking for what's out there. And WreckFest is an interesting one. I'm kind of excited to check it out. I'll be honest, it really hadn't been on my radar personally, even though the game's been around for quite some time. The interesting part, so we'll just be doing regular, the original version of WreckFest. However, there is WreckFest 2, which is in just kind of its early pre-release phase right now for folks who are, on PC and want to check out kind of that pre-release of the new one. It's going to have a full release date much later and then go to consoles and all that stuff. But I think that's why the attention has kind of come around back to the original game. It's been out for a good, 6+ years, I think. But it looks like a ton of fun. And I'll be completely honest, I actually have a old PS4 still laying around, and I think I may try to go find this game just because it looks like a ton of fun. I think my kids would enjoy it. It's effectively a racer, but it's very demolition derby style. So the whole thing is it's meant for these crashes and wreck ups and just like crazy, everyone's just getting flipped out and the cars are getting just destroyed through these races. So it looks like a ton of fun. I think it's going to be really fun to cast and kind of watch this Sunday. And clearly it's a game that's gotten a lot of traction over the years. And the studio, like I said, is now, working on putting out a new version of it, which I think is kind of drawing attention back to it. So yeah, it should be a lot of fun. I think it looks really cool as far as a racer goes. Obviously, really combative kind of in nature. And again, I think literally I'm going to try and find an old version of this one and take it to the house and see how everybody likes playing it.
It looks a lot like, if any of you used to play the game Rally, I think it was on Xbox, like not Xbox 3 or 2, the old Xbox, or one like PS1 or something. But I remember playing it in my teens, and Rally was just so much fun, where it was kind of like a light version of Destruction Derby, but it was a racing game. So when I watched the gameplay videos from WreckFest, it was like a Demolition Derby meets Rally, and really cool. I'm really looking forward to it. And things like this happen just organically. A lot of our teammates are in different communities themselves, different memberships, the different guilds. They play different games. So the very first thing we do is ask our team, like, hey, what are the games that we can link up with to showcase or do tournaments to, and this was one of those that came out of that. Just like Rockhounds was as well. So we do that first, and then over time, some of these games start to have a lot of staying power to where we know we want to keep them in our production cycle. So if you yourself are a game, you know what, Money? I'm going to let that be in the next topic. But yes, WreckFest, looking forward to it. Excellent.
Love it. Napera and Oxman, have either of you guys played the game? Impressions going into it?
Little bit. Actually, I just got it yesterday, played it, messed around with it a little bit, and it made me pre-order a controller literally today because racing games are better with gamepads. And yeah, Lancer, I did play Rally, but it reminds me more about Carmageddon from PS1. That's what it reminded me of even more. I don't know if you played Carmageddon.
I've never played that one.
Forgetting that was a great game.
That was an awesome game. That was my childhood right there, man. And it gave me such nostalgic vibes. I'm really itching to showcase it on Sunday.
I haven't personally played yet. I didn't have the opportunity to do so. Now with the poker game that's going to be postponed for next week, I'll probably get on it today and tomorrow and play a little bit. Yes.
I'm in the same boat. I need to hop on. I was looking and I was actually like, are we playing, is it 2 or what? You know, I was looking at the Steam list and shop and such. So I think I definitely need to try it out and get into it. So looks like a lot of fun and we're looking forward to it. When is the event kicking off, Lancer?
Sunday. Which event? Oh, this Sunday at our normal 3 p.m. Eastern showtime.
Right. Well, should be a lot of fun. You'll be able to join Napera, Marengo, and get in on all that action. We've talked a little bit about, choosing games and figuring out, and I think Lancer was leading into that a little bit. But we have some polls up right now, Lancer. You want to share some of that highlight and what you're looking for?
Yeah, and I should have done better at the pitch. So tune in this Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern on Twitch, Kick, YouTube, X broadcast, and now Blaze. See you there. All right, I'm turning my announcer voice off now. So we concluded Web3 Exploration Month, which had a little bit of Web2 thrown into it just because of it's really, really hard to sequence in games that are either themselves ready or the team is ready to showcase. It's super hard. That's one of the hardest things that consumes most of our team's time right now is getting those games ready. And so Web3, we end up with 3 main contenders. It was Illuvium, Off the Grid, and Wilder World. So right now we have 2 polls going. They're the same poll, but they're in 2 different locations. One is on Discord and one is on X. You can vote on both. It's not going to hurt my feelings. What I want to see from the 2 audiences, what game do you want us to expand to on a regular basis? We're kind of pseudo doing that right now with Wilder World. The difference is the commitment level to the tournament angle of SPS. So at the heart, SPS is an esports tournament organizer and broadcaster. We organize competitive matches between players and teams, guilds to find a winning champion who earns a prize pool. And then we broadcast that across our platforms, all the different places to engage. So that is our core product. Now, what we're asking for is the community. Which one do you want us to expand to? What it takes is an immense amount of commitment of time and resources to work with the dev teams to supply the right amount of access to spectator camera, private lobbies, the things we need, like we did in Star Atlas, to have a game that has integrity, a game that's fair, and that is resistant to exploiting or bad actors. It takes a lot. So we wanted to hear from you all. Which ones do you think we should commit to in that way? And like I mentioned earlier, great conversations with the community manager over at OTG. Illuvium was so turnkey, we barely had to talk with the dev team at all. Its spectator camera was open access, pretty much. So that was super easy to do. And then Wilder World just has so much cool staying power with the visuals and the ecosystem being so large, in many different mediums, like Aura and Cypher and all that. So each one represents a great addition for us and one sort of development that we want to look for, whether in terms of ease of use or in terms of its market cap or in terms of its integration across different industries. So take a look at those polls, please. You can vote in both of them, like I said, and let us know what you guys think. This is going to go into our discussion at the leadership level as to which one do we have the time and effort to devote the resources to put into the cycle of our tournament system. What we have discovered while doing this Web3 Exploration Month is just how much of an appetite there was at the community showcase level. The community showcase level was, I didn't see it coming. Oxmed and Nopeta tried to warn me, but I didn't understand what they were trying to say to me when they kept saying that there's these communities. They want to show the games. They want to, like, we should be talking to them. Like, yes, we'll talk to them, that we definitely want to, but our core product is the tournament system. So what does that have to do with those things? And I didn't understand it until I saw Soul GG, Fox Spirits, and now we're, all right, I won't say the other
Cypher
names.
Hunters and Olympus Prime. There you go.
Yeah, there's, so that is, that all happened at the same time, and it became obvious to us that there was something else going on here. So that's why we're now doing Wilder Wednesdays. We have community event nights. All of that contributes now to the wider ecosystem of Super Phoenix Sports, and our tournament system isn't the only thing at play. And to me, that's awesome. That's part of what I said, is that we're onto something, and I didn't even realize the full scope of it. And our team works on it every single week. We have multiple team meetings. So if you're looking to join the team, please do so. Please come to our channels. There's a nice little instructions. It'll be pretty easy to drop in there and then let Oxmed know what you're wanting to do, a little Google form and everything else that we have for onboarding. But we have really expanded our horizons beyond just a Sunday tournament system. And where I'll land the plane is that for all you apes out there, for all you wilders out there, all my Illuvium folks, all my Reaper Actual folks, we are in active communication with your community and your dev teams to try and bring Super Phoenix Sports, to expand our partnership to them. Please reach out to your own people and let them know that you want Super Phoenix Sports there as well. It's hugely, hugely helpful. It makes our discussions with them go a lot easier. We don't require a lot. We really don't require a lot. We're self-funded, so it's not like they're paying us. However, we do require some things to make the viewing experience good for everyone and it be playable for the players to compete in a way that's fair and to our standards. So we mostly need a spectator camera. We mostly need a way to control who goes in and out of a match, like password protected, private lobbies, that sort of thing. So when we approach our dev teams, we're talking to them about that. And most of what I hear is they're not sure exactly what it is that we're offering. So I show them a YouTube video. I show them what it is that we're up to. And sometimes they get it. But they don't really understand, some of them don't really understand what this really means for their ecosystem. The weekly tournaments, the community events, the activations, all of this building between us. So, Board Nape, I see you that you come here quite often. I've been trying to DM you, but if you could please send me a DM, I would love to talk to you, because I'm trying to get in touch with the other side devs. I've been listening to their the Whatever Show and the other side dev Twitter handle or X handle with Rita and Adventurous Ape. So I've been trying to understand how they work and get introductions, because I myself am an ape, as is our others on the team. We would love to work with the other side as well. There you go. There's my long-winded plug that things are happening so
I
fast.
like it.
But our team is handling it. And what I need to do is direct that motivating force into an outcome. And the outcome is SPS Weekly on Sundays. On Wednesdays, we might be expanding to off the grid another day. We have community nights. Those are our outputs. So we need your help to grow Super Phoenix Sports, and would appreciate any recommendations, endorsements, or introductions that you can give us. Thank you. All in
Awesome.
Plan
I
A.
got a couple more other side contacts for you. I'll shoot over too. So we keep chugging along, building those relationships, and yeah, like you said, if there's people out there connect us. Let's chat. So
Let's have an ape night.
yeah, I
like
it. There's a few apes here, right? There's a few. So, and I'm sure working out a partnership with that, figuring something out to feature would be a lot of fun. So we'll look for that. Nord, on the website side of things, how are things going? I know you've been building and working on a lot that isn't seen yet.
Yeah, no, it feels like it's gone from exciting to the same thing that I say every weekend. However, we will literally be going live with the new website. Well, the goal is to try and get it live today. So we're that close. I think we
Hallelujah.
get the landing page live today,
Let's
and then
go.
we got a few after that. But yeah, that's the plan. It's I had some calls just the last couple of days where I was working on it last night. And I think people are going to be impressed. There's a lot of cool features there, and there's even I'll just kind of leave it for folks to find. We've even got a new link that's a bit of a teaser for some additional gameplay and things we're focusing on to come down the road. So yeah, look for that. It's still going to be superphoenixsports.com. We're not live right this minute, but we're shooting for it by the end of the day today.
We'll love it. Down the road, we've had some leaks here and there on the space with what's coming. So if you haven't been listening, you should definitely check out some of the past episodes and such. Nord has shared some exciting things. I think big picture, not just the week to week, but where we're going and goals and events, live event potentially. So definitely stay tuned and join us weekly as we share some of that as it develops. But I'm excited for the website, man. I know that you and the team here knows that you've been working hard on this, and it's been something it can be like a long trudge to get through and get going, but I think it's exciting when it's launch day. So congratulations on that. And we definitely want to get people checking it out. So as soon as it's live, let us know so we can hype that out there too and stress test it a bit. So.
Yep. Yeah. 100%. Yeah. And we've made sure to build a ticket system for sure, because we know there's going to be quirks, there's going to be questions, and that's great because we need to battle test it. So this will be the time for that.
Exciting stuff, man. Any other alpha or any updates you want to share with us in this spot? And this is kind of the feature of leadership here. So Nord, Lands, or anything else you want to share as we go into the holiday weekend?
I'll probably defer to Lanzer on that one. I think I've got to keep it. I've got to keep a few things under wraps.
Okay.
Maybe.
All right. We won't push you too hard.
That's okay. It's okay. Yeah. No, we've definitely had some good ones here, and we've had some chats. There's all I can say is we're really close. There's a lot of things in the works, and we'll have some really good announcements, I think, coming real soon.
Very cool. I think we lost Lanzer too, so he dropped right as we pushed Alpha. So we'll take that. Nope. We'll take that as a hint.
Right. Didn't want to be on the spot. Right.
He's like, I'm out. Eject. All right. Well, Nopera, Oxman, any last final thoughts going into the weekend?
Make sure to tune in for this Sunday. Make sure to tell your friends, even if they're not playing, but they should play, because WreckFest is made by THQ Nordic. THQ is a huge studio that used to make WWE games, and their games are high quality, brother. And you're gonna wanna join on Sunday and play. It's only a couple bucks to buy WreckFest 1, so I would highly suggest it. However, even if you don't have the capabilities to do so or play with us on Sunday, tune in and make sure you get that ticket by watching on Twitch for now for more than 30 minutes, and your name will be entered in the viewers raffle. Make sure to spread the word about the viewers raffle, and that is my closing thought. And thanks, everyone.
On my side, for the community that is listening to this X Space, guys, I opened the event reward channel. Go get your SPS points. For your presence in this X space, it's 300 SPS points, so you can go get them now. I will close the channel right after the X space. I would like to thank everyone that just joined us lately. Listen, guys, new website, big partnerships, a lot of things coming up. Super Phoenix Sports shining. It's get in, just get in.
Awesome. All right. Well, hope you guys enjoy your weekend. Don't get too wrecked before Sunday, but Sunday, let's have a blast, feature a great game, and have a great time. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next week on the Super Phoenix Sports Show Weekly.
All right. Thanks, everybody.
Let's go.